Hey yo, what's going on? I hope everybody's being safe out there. I hope you're staying put. I hope you're using this time now to find out what's driving you. What's the purpose of doing what you're doing? Okay, with all this time that we have right now, we're put in a situation where we're able to get some thoughts in. We're not moving so fast. You're staying put. So you have all the time to do some thinking and try to put things in perspective. And the main question here where I want to get out is, what's driving you? What's the reason of doing what you're doing? Okay? What is that sole purpose of doing whatever it is that you're doing? Okay, that's the main question here. What is driving you? Why are you waking up every day to be creative? Why are you waking up every day to go to work? What's driving you, man? What's really driving you? Okay? What's really driving you? Are you doing it because you want to be rich? You're chasing the money? You think the money is going to solve the issue? What's driving you? Because the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of people out there that have money. They're successful, but they're still hurting. They're still hurting because they haven't found out what's really driving them. What's the purpose of doing what they're doing? And as for me, what drives me? What leads me to do what I'm doing every single day? It's the fact that I didn't have it. I didn't have it growing up. Like a lot of people, I struggled finding love, finding connection at home with my family, with my parents. So what's really driving you? What's driving you? Are you like me? Because I was born into a family where mom and dad was there for a long time. But the moment we came to the United States, we relocated to America, I took a different route. I took a different route in life. I didn't listen to my parents. I followed the route that I felt would drive me or take me to the place I needed to be. And so I was backsliding. I was a terrible youth. So the fact that now I'm hustling, I'm moving every day, I'm trying to open doors and make sure my children are not going through the same thing that I went through. That's my drive. What's driving you? Okay? What's the purpose of doing what you're doing? This is what I want y'all to think about. And I do it every day because I was once the child that was told that you will never be nothing. You will never amount to anything. You are a disgrace. I never should have brought you to this country. All those words, man, like, what's really driving you? Like I said, the money is gonna come. The money's gonna come. You're gonna be successful. But when that money is there, then what? Then what? What's really driving you? Because now you got the money, but you're still sick inside. You still have troubles of your past that you have not closed up. You still have open situation in the past. You still have bitterness with your family. You still have bitterness with your parents. You still haven't spoken to your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncles. You can be successful inside if you still have situations that are not closed. Yes, people might say, oh yeah, I turned my back on it. I forgot about it. I'm done with all that. No, because it's still inside of you. It is still hurting you. You're still hurting inside. You might walk around, put on that face like, oh, all things are all good, but things are not good. What's really driving you? What's really driving you? I don't know who I'm talking to this morning. I don't know what situation you're going through. And I know this video is not like the normal video that I put out. It's not like a t-shirt video or how to do business, but it all ties together. What's leading you right now? How are you finding success without the money? Okay, well, how are you finding success without seeing customers come in your doors? Because right now most of us, our doors are not open. But what's driving us to keep going? You're sitting there, you're probably bored out of your mind, you don't have anything to do. What's really driving you? And then I thought about it. I'm saying, you know what? All these situations that I went through in the past, if I don't go back and close them up, I'm going to be hurt for a while. And that bitterness from my upbringing, the bitterness with my father, if I don't close that in, I'm going to carry that bitterness on to the next generation. And I'll be damned if I pass my bitterness of my youth to my children. So that's what drives me. That's what drove me to make sure everything was good with my father. And now we can talk. It was a time where we couldn't even sit in the same spot without like uncomfortness, like people being, faces are all tied up and we can't find words to say to each other. But what's driving you? What's driving you? Are you like me? Was you once a child that was told you would never be anything? Were you a child that only went to school because you didn't want to be at home, but you didn't do anything in school? Your favorite grade was an F. You'd be lucky if you got like a D. Are you like me? Because those are the things that drives me every single day to get up and just keep outworking other people. Because, and the funny thing, out of all my parents, my children, my family, out of all my father's children, the one child that was never supposed to be anything, right now is the only child that has a degree. It's funny. The child that was never supposed to be anything, that was never gonna amount to anything, the child that was useless. Yes, the child that was called useless, the child that was looked down upon because he was too busy doing the things of the world. It's the child now that is married, is running his own business and has a degree. And yes, what's really what's really driving you? What's really driving you? I just want you to sit back and think about it. What is the purpose of doing what you're doing every day? What's really driving you? Okay? And then once you find out what's driving you, go back and figure out the things that are still open wounds. Try to close up them open wounds. Try to fix them sores that is still hurting inside of you. Try to go back and fix the things that you may have said to hurt somebody else, or somebody may have said to you. Because the truth of the matter, yes, years has already gone by and the situation is still at hand. You need to be the one to go out, pick up the phone and call and talk to somebody. Because that's what I had to do to really feel secure, or feel like that chapter is over. People say, oh, I closed the book. You closed the book without even reading it. You closed the book without finishing the story. You close the book with leaving stories unread or undone. Like, I just hope this makes sense. As I got up this morning and just meditated on something, I was listening to Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, and he said something that just clicked to me. It's like, what's really driving you? What's really driving you? Because, yeah, in all this time that we have right now on our hand, it's a time to figure out what's really driving you. What's the purpose of doing what you're doing? So when you get out of this, whenever this corona thing passed by, you're able to go back and fix those situations. Write them down. And then go back one by one and close all that up. All right? I love y'all, man. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. And be safe out there, man. Stay put. Stay at home. And flatten the curve. All right? Stay safe. Wash your hands. Do whatever you got to do, y'all. But in the midst of all this, figure out what's really driving you. Until next time, it's your boy Rastas, and I'm out of here, y'all.